We thought it would be kind of interesting and fun to give you guys a day in the life of a heart surgeon when I'm actually off. And we have a wonderful opportunity to spend a week in the country. And we're starting our day with a morning walk with the dogs and getting outside, which it's absolutely gorgeous. And we thought it would be even more instructive to follow my nutritional plan through the day, and you get an idea of what I'm eating when I'm not working and I have time to really create some meals. And in addition, I'm wearing the CGM and utilizing the Levels app, which I've been doing for the last several months, and I've been working really hard to keep my blood glucose levels as stable as possible and really be mindful about the things that are spiking my blood glucoses, which is, obviously normal after you eat something, but there's certain foods that have clearly been more dramatic than others. So I thought it would be instructive just to show you guys kind of what my blood glucose levels are doing, and I can just kind of let you follow along with the Levels app as we move through the day. So we're starting out on a walk. I'm at 107 right now, and that's kind of started the day. I did have a cup of coffee this morning and got up and did some work per usual. I try to sleep in, but it's hard, particularly when I'm up here and I get to get outside and it's absolutely beautiful. So 107 right now, we're gonna hit the walk, and then we're gonna just take you through the day as we begin Thanksgiving week as a family together. Hope you enjoy.
Rod girl and whiskey's gonna ease my mind. Beach towel dress on the drying line. Do I remind you of your daddy in his 88 Ford? Labrador hanging out the passenger door.
Going to start the day with a sunrise sauna, a little low angle sunlight. Traditional sauna is where all the data has been accumulated, particularly for me as a cardiovascular patient. Undeniable decrease in cardiovascular risk, and my first time in the sauna with the CGM and the Levels app. It's going to be interesting to see what it does. I predict that the stress in the sauna is going to increase my cortisol levels, and I think there's a chance that my blood sugar is actually going to go up, but we'll see. Nice sunrise sauna in the Sisu. Man, I tell you, I feel awesome. Just relaxes my body and feel great. Get out. It's a little cool out here just to cool off. Interestingly, Level says 127 as predicted. But when you stress your body releases glucose so you can use it, whether it's during a workout or in a sauna. My heart rate was probably upwards of around 160, and your body doesn't know whether you're going for a run or sitting in the heat, and so it responds appropriately. So as predicted, had a glucose spike, but not a glucose spike to worry about. Normal physiologic response. Gonna hit a little family fun day workout on vacation. We keep it super simple up here, primarily body weight and a little running. You don't have to get crazy. It's just about getting out and moving. You want to utilize the energy source that you're ingesting during the day. Your blood glucoses are going to normally spike. You want to get out and you want to move. Your workouts may not be as intense as this, and they don't have to be. You can just get out and do a simple walk, just like we did this morning. So whatever works for you, that's the most important thing. Whatever feels good, but get out and move. All right, so our workout today, we're gonna hit dips, push-ups, some ball slams with a med ball, and then we're gonna do some running. We're gonna hit 3 rounds of that, and it'll hurt. Another workout in the books. Nothing better than getting a workout with the family. Sets an example for everybody, and we get to spend time together. Just like in the sauna, it was interesting. During the workout, my blood sugar had an appropriate spike so that I could utilize that glucose during the workout. Now it's slowly coming back down. I'm gonna jump in the shower. We're gonna get some food and continue the fun day. On the menu for breakfast today, we're gonna do an omelet. We got 4 eggs. I do like to prioritize my protein for every meal. I do like to start the day with a really good protein and fat load because it satiates me and I can make it until lunch without any problem. Let those cook up a little bit. I've got some mushrooms that I sauteed a little bit, and this is actually some leftover chicken from last night that I'm gonna include in the omelet. Not the prettiest, but still gonna taste great. So breakfast is done. We got 4 eggs, the chicken, the mushrooms, a little guacamole, and some feta cheese on top. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I frequently get asked from people like, you know, how do you feel when your blood glucose is high? And the reality is, for myself, like I can't necessarily tell when it gets really high. Obviously, I can feel when it gets low a lot of times, but it wasn't until I started using levels that I realized that my blood glucose was actually high a lot of the time. You know, in the past, I was only getting my fasting blood sugar checked, as most people do, once or twice a year, an annual physical. So it's kind of one moment in time. So to see kind of how you do over the course of time, you have to monitor it, because if you're not checking it, you just don't know. And I fell in that 80 to 90% of folks that are pre-diabetic that didn't realize it, and I thought that I was doing a really good job. If you're interested, click the link below and give levels a shot if it's something that you feel like is important for you. For me, my opinion is that continuous glucose monitoring and levels are really going to be the next wearable that is going to be important for health span and lifespan for all of us, because otherwise, if you don't measure it, you can't fix it. And so for me, it's been huge, because when I checked my hemoglobin A1C, which is a long-term marker, a 90-day marker of how I'm doing, it was abnormal, and I was pre-diabetic. I have not gotten mine rechecked yet. That's coming up here shortly. But I can tell you that I've been tracking my numbers really, really closely, and I'm doing a much better job. It's not perfect, but it's progression, not perfection, and it's making a huge difference for me. So we have a ton of activities that we really enjoy doing when we get out in the country. For me, this is my relaxation spot, and shooting my bow is like an active form of meditation. People have their own things, golf, shooting clay targets, whatever. I mean, going out for a run, and I enjoy those things too, anything that's really active. But for me, there's something really, really relaxing and a skill set with shooting a bow. So it's something that I really try and do whenever I get out in the country. So one of my favorite parts of all this, and what makes it so meditative, is you have to be very relaxed and controlled breathing to actually make accurate shots. And I think that's what actually makes it so meditative for me. Just a quick check-in on the blood sugars. Had a pretty intense workout this morning, which was awesome. Then hit the protein, kind of fat-forward breakfast. Had an initial spike up to about 112, 114, and now we're back down to 101, which I'm pretty happy with. So nice to keep a close track. We're going to get outside again before it starts raining. Come along with us.
You remind me of a Sunday back home in old Kentucky, with the church choirs just belting to the pines. And I love you like the mountains loves the way the morning opens too soft and bright, greeting from the sun.
So we got back from our ride and getting outside and kind of checking on the property a little bit. Got home to jump on a phone call with an e-marketing guy, and I'll tell you, this is a whole new world for me, like just totally uncharted headwinds, but has been so incredibly exciting to be in this space. And honestly, every bit of it is because all of your support. None of this would have happened without all of your engagement and attention, and I cannot begin to tell you how appreciative we are. So now it's time to jump into some lunch. We're gonna do some thin sliced chicken breast. These have been seasoned with garlic and the Traeger chicken rub, which I really, really like. I am a huge Traeger fan, several reasons. I love to grill. Number one, I've got 3 boys. They eat a lot. This makes it super easy for cleanup. It's plug and play, pour the pellets in. The temperature stays where it's supposed to stay. You can use different pellets for different flavors. It's just so incredibly easy, and it's a super healthy way to cook. No oil at all on this, and it's just simple, and it really, really makes sense to me. So we're gonna get some chicken on. This thin chicken is really nice because it cooks super, super fast. Unlike the thicker boneless chicken breasts, which can be tough to cook on the grill and keep them moist. These are really easy to do. If I don't do this, I actually use bone-in because it's easier to keep the meat really, really moist, but these come out awesome. All right, so to go with our chicken breast, let's jump into some green beans. Started heating the stainless pan. There's a lot of choices with pans. You know, I just prefer to avoid anything with a coating on it. I think that that makes the most sense. I know that there's some that are touted to be really safe and really healthy, and they probably are, but I know what I'm getting with these stainless steel pans. Dogs like their vegetables too. Want another one? Louis, you like those? Okay. All right. A little garlic. And a little sea salt. Super simple. With a little olive oil. And let those saute. All right. One quick flip. Almost done. So we're going to jump into lunch. We've got the thin chicken breasts, the green beans, and just a little bit of rice, because one of the things I've really noticed wearing the CGM is rice was one of those things that really spiked my blood glucose. And I like rice, and I don't want to just totally get rid of it, but I've cut my portions down to like 1/3. So we'll see how it does today. Now, let's see where we are blood sugar wise. So we've been hanging right around 120, which is a little high, but I have been sedentary now for the last hour, hour and a half with the phone call we were just on, etc. I'm gonna eat a little lunch, and I'm gonna head back outside and keep moving through the evening until it's time to come in and cook dinner, and y'all will be a part of that as well. Final meal of the day is gonna be bison burgers. We've got leftover green beans and some salad from earlier. We're gonna knock this out and enjoy some dinner. We're gonna go back to the Traeger, nice and preheated. I've got these pretty thin, so they shouldn't take too long. Okay, the burgers are done. They have been appropriately Traegered. Family favorite. I did add an egg into the burger mix just to beef up the daily protein requirements. Dinner's ready. Got a couple of bison burgers with an egg mixed in, some leftover green beans from this morning, and some salad. This will complete the full day of eating on my day off in the country. I look forward to this all the time. It's super relaxing. I can really plan and prepare meals that are whole foods based, and the entire family gets to enjoy them. If you enjoy this type of content where we give you kind of a behind the scenes view, please let me know. I'm happy to do more of them, not just with what we're eating, but with wearables like the CGM and other wearables that I utilize to help validate the progress that I'm making on my personal health span and lifespan journey. You know, we all need validation along the way when we're making efforts, and there's a lot of different ways that we can manage that. It can be just simply how we feel when we get up in the morning, the number on a scale, how we look in the mirror, whatever it is for you. And we're all different. We have different choices. But I'd be happy to continue to share my insights of the things that have worked for me, mainly that you cannot improve on that which is not tracked. And I really have become very reliant on making effort and then validating my progress wherever I can along the way. And I would really like to continue to share this information with you if you find it useful. Again, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Please let me know if you would like additional content like this, and I hope you guys have a great day.